What's up, y'all? All right. So we just gonna get it started. Where'd the camera go? Go. Hold up. I'm just trying to find where I'm at. You relax. It's stronger than yours. Wait for some of y'all to come up in here, but y'all ain't coming. So it's all good. All right, we're just gonna get started. So I'm just doing this podcast. I wanted my homegirl to do this with me, but I took forever. I get it. I get it. Can't be mad, you know. And it took me a minute to get perky enough to get up on here. Hey, it's the homegirl. Girl, I know it took forever. Can I click you in?
Oh, I'm sorry. My friend just called and she's
Going through something. Oh, okay. Do you need, well, whenever you want me to click in, just click in.
Oh,
I'm on. I'm live and I'm doing a meeting. I'm on Facebook Live. I'm on Instagram Live. I'm on Zoom. So it's whichever one you feel like jumping in. I just started. Okay. Whatever you, whenever and whatever. Instagram is the one you should click in. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sorry, but I'll be by my phone because
or Zoom. Oh no. Oh, or if it's not convenient, whatever you want to do, I'm here. Zoom would be better because we're recording on Zoom anyway. Or either one, Instagram. What's up, y'all? So look, Algae Girl, she's actually right here on the phone with me, y'all. It's just so much going on. I wrote notes, man, but it's just a lot. Some of it I don't know, and some of it's kind of petty, but some of it I just wanted to address. Some of it's old now, but some of it y'all may not have heard anyway, but I'm gonna just bring it. So, did you need to call me back or something? Yeah, call me back. Yeah, just yeah, Instagram me. Instagram live thing. I'm on there. All right. Bye. So I was gonna wear a wig, but I was like, I'm not wearing a wig. If I'm not playing a character, I'm not just trying to really do all that. But hi everybody. I'm glad to see somebody and somebody's is up on here. And look, there's a lot going on. I just wanted to bring it up right quick. Okay, so yes, I'm wearing real hair. What's up, Tanea? It's good to see you. Yeah, I don't braid either. So this is really kind of something for me. So where do I even start, man? Is there anything y'all wanted me to address right quick? Because if not, I'm just gonna dive in. Okay, so just little petty, silly stuff like Lamar Odom is supposed to be boxing. Why is he doing that? He's gonna be doing that in June. I don't know who's gonna watch that. Would you watch Lamar Odom box? Really? Would you? Would you? That's nothing. What else? Dustin Diamond, for those of you who are into Saved by the Bell, he's dying of cancer. He's stage 4 cancer. It's crazy. He says he wasn't feeling well. He just happened to go to the doctor. Whammo. He took a test and they said he's stage 4 cancer. It's crazy. What else? Now, this is old because I didn't feel like doing any of these for the last few weeks because we've had so many people dying left and right of this crazy illness that nobody's telling us what it is. You know what I mean? They're claiming it's this stuff called corona. Then they're saying that we have to get these shots. And ironically, they're giving them to old people and brown people first. Am I wrong? Are they not doing that? Did they not do that during Nazi Germany times? Like when they first started killing folks, they didn't start with the Jew. They started with the elderly, the mentally handicapped, and then the black folks. Oh, you didn't know there was black people in Germany? Oh yes, there were several 100,000 African and also mixed looking types of Africans that they put in the concentration camps first, okay? And then the Jew. And it was all bad for everybody. So I see they look like they trying to play that same kind of thing. I don't know. You know, they give shots to dogs in those, those pounds, when they want to put them to sleep. Okay, enough of that. Okay, y'all know what I'm saying. What else? I mean, all of this is kind of fluffy. Wendy Williams has a new little thing coming out, documentary and a movie. I don't know who doesn't know her story or who wants to know her story, but good luck to her. I ain't got, she's been doing her thing for a long time. What else? What else I got? Let's see. I don't know. People just been dying left and right. I don't know what's going on in your world. Maybe it's because I know a lot of people, but dang, it sure seems like people are dying a lot. Like one weekend I had like my boy Sean, DJ Fatbox, then I had Al Jackson, then I had a homeboy from Long Beach, then I had another my friend Kenyatta's dad, and then another friend's dad. That was like in a weekend, like Thursday to Sunday. You know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on in y'all world, Feel free to tap in and hit me up. What am I doing? What's up, cuz? What's up, y'all? Hey man, are y'all getting those shots, man? Tell me, what's up? Talk to me. Who's getting those shots? Like I've been in these meetings with like workers and stuff, and some of them are like, yeah, I can't wait to get the shot. I can't wait to get immunized. Let's get those kids back in school. And then what's up with them like only having kids grades what K through third going back? What's up with that? Why do they only want K through third going back to school? You know what I mean? What's going on with that? What's going on with that? Anybody know? Anybody? Have you noticed I'm bobbing and weaving with like heavy stuff and light stuff? Okay, some other stuff I don't care about. Michael B. Jordan dating Lori Harvey. I do the dating because people are making a big woo about if they are, if they aren't. I don't really care. They look good together. It's good to see a good-looking couple cracking off. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at that. Although when I did see the little video, it did look like the little kissing was a little cheesy, but whatever, that's their business. Moving on. How many of you all are being told that you can volunteer to take the shot? How many of y'all doing that? Y'all know anybody who's sick in your family or anybody, friends, any of that? You're not getting the shot right now? No, not right now. What will it take? What will it take for you? You said not right now. Oh, think about that. While you're thinking about that, Azalea Banks, right? She was dissing Doja Cat, calling her fat and all that stuff. But, really, I guess if they reached out and tried to do a song with her, she'd really do population control. Exactly. Like, I don't know who hasn't seen the videos at this point where they're showing Bill Gates real up on the camera, like, yo, we got to get the population down by 3-4 million. You know what I mean? It's all kinds of crazy. What else? A lot of this stuff isn't really news or it's old news at this point. Okay, like that YFN Lucci dude, going around. Think about this. What type of cat would take his friend to the like the gang people's, if you're in a gang and you go to a rival gang member's area, why would you do that? Like, why would you take your friend and go wilding out, shooting some whole other side of town? Are you live? I'm live, unless you're doing it to sacrifice somebody. Like, were you going over there to do a sacrifice? Or was you expecting the homie to expecting the homie to come, get shot up? Was the homie really using him as a shield? What was really cracking? What years of test and make sure it's effective? Yeah, like they're saying this is the third strand cracking off. So if they're giving you the shot, is the shot from the first strand? Like, what's popping? Yes, he did, girl. No, he didn't. How do we know? How am I doing? I'm okay. I wasn't feeling good. I wasn't feeling good for like a month, yo. But I think it was a lot of stress. Tanisha said, stop playing. I've been, working from home is not easy. I prefer it still, you know, but when when your husband and your children see you, they think that means that you're available, even when you're not really available. You know what I mean? I know plenty of y'all are probably dealing with that. You're doing your actual job online, and your family members see you, and they think, "Babe, hey, can you get that sandwich, Mom? What's up for breakfast?" You know, and it's like I don't mind doing it. It's not even funny, Kanisha. It's actually it is funny. You know why? Because it's making me really recognize my strengths as a woman, like for real, because I'm able to like cook and then teach and then teach and then cook and then cook and then teach and then keep cut. Well, the house is not very neat right now, but I mean something had to give, you know what I mean? But yeah, man. And I wanted my homegirl to come on here with me, and she might still later, but she's working with some family stuff right now. And hopefully she'll come on here soon. So let's see. Do you guys have any questions? What you have? Let's see. Okay, so here's another thing.
I got a question. What made you think you was gonna get on live with your ancient mama hair?
So this is called keeping it real. Keeping it very real on a Saturday. I don't want to wear this stupid wig. I wear this wig.
But your hair is not combed.
My hair is combed. That's what he said, baby. I don't mind you wearing your natural hair as long as you comb it. This is combed. This is combed in my world. I remember one time I went to work with my hair like this, and my students was like, "Miss Gilbert, you wearing your hair like you wearing prison braid. You wearing prison braid?" Really? So I'm wearing the hairstyle you wear under the wig, under the weave. I told my dude, "You treat me different when I don't have my hair done." He said, "That's not true." But this is it, y'all. I figured if I'm gonna do a blog or whatever, I'm gonna just let y'all see the real me, and that's that. Because when I do the koala Harris stuff, that's when I really wear the wig for real. You know what I mean? But nah, man, I just washed it. I'm old school. I ain't even put no gel to put the baby hair down or nothing. See that? That's real. That's real right here. This West Africa right here, mixed with some Louisiana. Yes, yes. So anyway, call my channel. What's up, my cousin Gil? This is my cousin David. Natural is beautiful. That's true. No, he lets up sometimes, Kanisha. It's just few and far in between. But yeah, man, I just wanted to say hello and peace and all that because it's been a minute, and I really do want to get this podcast thing cracking on regularly. And I did have a whole bunch of news, but the news is all old now. Y'all probably know all the news now. You know what I mean? Like, okay, here's it. WANYA, like all the celebrities are bored at home now, right? Like nobody's on tour. Nobody's really recording an album right now. So they're all telling their personal private business right now, right? So, okay, so here's something. Okay, so WANYA, from Boys to Men. He used to date Brandy, for those who didn't know. So he's revealing now that she was a teenager, but she was always 18. He said, oh, well, he was 25, she was 18, and they dated. Well, that was like, what, 20 something years ago? Who really cares? You know what I'm saying? But that's what he's bringing up. But I do know that's true because I remember I was actually signed to Boys to Men. I had a record deal with Boys to Men with their label. And one time we were all going out to dinner and I had to wait with Brandy in the like the hotel lobby. The Boys to Men dudes were in a meeting with their managers or whatever. And we were all gonna go out to dinner. And she was kind of impatient. And so I had to just say, hey, when your music comes out, he has to wait for you when you do your stuff, right? So you got to wait for him while he does his stuff, and then we're going to go have a good time. And that's what happened. We did wait like a couple hours, but hey, I didn't have to pay for a damn thing. So it was all good. I loved it. They were always cool cats. I loved hanging out with the Boys to Men dudes. That's another story in my life of stories. Boys to Men. So it was 1997. And I was doing music videos, extra work, right? Doing music videos. And my homegirl, Natasha, and I you know, she was like my little partner in crime when we'd be on music video sets. And so on the Boys to Men set, when I went up there by myself looking all whatever cute, you know, trying to eat the food in the Boys to Men area, I was sent a little bit away. But when I brought my homegirl Natasha with me, then they let us go up in there and get the food, whatever. But anyways, this guy was playing the drums on a table. And whenever I hear drums or something, you know, I get the wanting to bust a rhyme. So that's what happened. I started bussing, and each one of those Boys to Men dudes came over and was tapping the other dude and was like, she's dope, I like that. So then they introduced themselves to me, and I gave them Johnny Cochran was my, well, Johnny Cochran's affiliate lawyer was my friend Basim. Shout out to Basim, the photographer who knows everybody in Hollywood. He connected me to them. So when Boys to Men gave me their information, I gave it to the Johnny Cochran people. So every time Boys to Men would come to LA from Philly or wherever, they would reach out to my lawyer would reach out to me, and I'd go hang out with them. Like they took me with them to Tower Records when they went to go sign their albums. That was incredible. Like that was incredible. Like I was riding in a limo with Boys to Men when they went to go sign their record, you know, their albums, their CDs on Sunset Boulevard. Like this really famous Tower Records is on Sunset Boulevard. I was with them. That's incredible. That was really cool. What else? One time we went to Jay Leno. I rode with them to Jay Leno. They were on Jay Leno, and I was hanging out while they did their song and interview, and then we all went to dinner. I mean, that stuff is pretty incredible. Like I hadn't really had time to like really think about those experiences, but when I thought about those experiences, I'm like, that's really kind of cool. Oh, and I used to babysit their hoes. Let me mention that part again. Yes, I used to babysit. No, they weren't children. I used to keep an eye on their hoes for them. Let me put it like that. So what that meant was basically like when they had these little groupie chicks, like each of them had the little groupie chick, right? Maybe two didn't. But oh yeah, one guy, the Sean, the real brown slim one, he had a girlfriend, so he wasn't groupieing out. But used to be a buyer for, oh yeah, you know, I might have known you from there. I might have known you, I don't know. But yeah, so you know, basically they'd be in meetings or rehearsals, and then the little girls that they would be messing with, they'd be like, here, Tomeicko, you hang out and you know, keep an eye, watch out. So while I'd be sitting with these chicks, you know, I'm nosy. I'd ask them 1,000 questions. I'd say, hey, so what's the woo? You sleep with a bunch of famous dudes. Like, what's the thing? Like, which famous dudes have you slept with? And one of the chicks was like, oh my God, I slept with JoJo and Casey and whoever, I can't remember, whoever was famous in 1997. And now she was hanging out with the Boys to Men dudes. And basically by the time I ended up finished talking to them girls, they didn't want to be sleeping with them no more. So they got not really mad, but they'd be like, you're a PhD, you know, that was new back then, player hater. They'd call me a player hater because I'd be talking to the girls like, why do you get your self-esteem from sleeping with famous dudes? These dudes are regular. They have shit in their drawers just like regular dudes, like, you know. So, but anyway, yeah, they thought I was a witch. Let me just go and throw that out there. No, I'm not a witch. And even if I was, I wouldn't tell you anyway. But witch is a negative term. And I'm a sister, Black woman. I don't practice witchcraft. I'm not a witch. I am an Aj, though. Aj, AJE. An Aj is like a you know, witch. No. Aj is just like a Yoruba term. It means like a woman who, you know, knows how to practice their crafts. You know what I mean? Yeah, Aj. Look it up. AJE. But I don't go around putting spells on people. Because if I could do that, man, I would have got rid of racism and white supremacy and all that shit years ago, right? You know, because some people be like, well, if there really is ancestors, how come they didn't get rid of this? Or how come they didn't get rid of that? And it's like, do you know how worse this world would probably be if the ancestors wasn't hanging around? If there wasn't people looking over us? If we are protected more than we know. You know what I mean? We shouldn't take that for granted because that's real. Did you want to come into this conversation? You are more than welcome to come into this conversation. But that's it. I don't go around telling people none of that because it ain't none of y'all business, first of all. But secondly, you know, most people don't understand what that is, or you know. But Black people really do need to really understand their African culture in that regard, because these Latino folks, they think they the ones that created Santeria or something, and it's like, no, honey, that's our stuff. You're us, we're y'all, okay? And you know, y'all just put it in Spanish and made it look Catholic because otherwise they wouldn't let you practice. You know what I mean? Like for real, that's the history of us in you know, being kidnapped from Africa and then coming to Jamaica and Haiti and Brazil and all these Central and South American countries in America, and then them telling us, you can't practice your religion, you must practice what we do. You know what I mean? So in Central and South America, they allowed them to practice it, but they had to put it inside of Catholicism and change the names. You know what I mean? You know, and in America, Black American Africans had the worst slavery of all the people who were enslaved, just so you know, because the white folks that kidnapped the Black folks and brought them to this here place were hardcore Protestants, you know, they were like really, you know, religious, you know, they didn't allow anything. They didn't like play your drum, shake your booty, talk too loud, nothing, you know. And whereas in Central and South America, the slave master allowed them to shake their booty and play the drums. And if a woman had 10 children, she was allowed freedom. Whereas in America, they didn't allow any freedom to anybody at any time for any reason whatsoever. Okay. Even when they promised it in their death like thing, like white folk die and they'd be like, on my death, Jasper could be free. Then you find out, psych, Jasper, no, he meant in the next life. Like, you know, they never kept their promise to these folks, you know. So really and truly, you know, this whole notion of ancestors coming to get them back, that's their fear. Like the white folk be walking around with these fears from 150 years ago, still thinking that something's popping off, you know what I mean? So we'll see, won't we? Because I don't know if you guys are aware that there's a contract. There was like a spiritual contract. Like you've heard politicians use the term black contract. You know, that's game right there, because basically the black contract was the one that was put up in 1619, and it was for 400 years, 1619, well, 300 years. Well, hold up, 1719, 1819, 1920, well, what, 400? Okay, 400 years in 1619 to 2019, and that time was up, y'all. The time was up a couple years ago, about a year and some months ago. So that's why everybody really running around frazzled. They're not telling us the real. The real is that there was some agreed upon situation that was agreed upon before we were born, and that time is up. So now they got to figure out something else. But we really need to be figuring out something real quick. You know what I mean? Instead of letting other people figuring it out for us and us saying it's not our business and it ain't our thing. Yeah, it is. All of it's our business. Okay. All of it's our thing, because, you know, whatever folks do affects us, period. Whether you decide you want to be involved or not, you know, that's just how it is. I'm not really making people laugh right now. I guess I'm not koala harassing y'all, but, you know, tell me if what I'm saying ain't the truth though. I'll wait. No, not yet. Okay. So what else? Oh, I had a whole bunch of papers and I had a whole bunch of notes, and everything just seemed really blah to me after I had a bunch of people die. And that's probably why I'm like this is some fluff. Okay, so Cardi B, right? She's gonna be starring in the new Furious 9. Okay, Fast and Furious 9. She's gonna be in that. Let's see. The storyline is, as a small-time crook, she gets into a bigger issue when she disguises herself as an elderly woman, and she's gonna be in and out of a nursing home. She's gonna be like playing like her grandmother's gonna be in a nursing home, and she's gonna play like this crook, and she's gonna be hiding out from these thieves, and she's gonna be playing a nursing's assistant. So that should be interesting. Furious 5-9, Furious, Fast and Furious 9. That's Cardi B. All right. What else? Hey, did y'all notice her new nose? Anybody else notice that? Her nose kind of got a little, nobody else noticed that? I noticed that. I was like, wow, Cardi, She's really, really looking like Celia Cruz to me. Like I love Celia Cruz, and I love the fact that she looks like Cardi. I mean, Cardi looks like Celia Cruz. If you don't know who Celia Cruz is, well, go look her up. All right, so back to this YFN or YGN or whatever, Lucci. First of all, remember when it was all everybody was little this and little that, then it was baby this and baby that. Now it's Lucci this, Lucci that. It really makes me befuddled that this Reginae Carter, you know, Lil Wayne's daughter, is kind of like, he's in good spirits and he's this and he's that. And it's like, this dude literally pushed his homie out the car after he drove the homies to a rival gang area and started some mess. He started pow-powing on the street in a whole separate community in Atlanta. Yeah, Larry King did die. Rest in peace. I mean, the homie was like 90, was it like 89 or 83 or something? Larry King, we switched to Larry King real quick. But Larry King lived a very long life and he had a lot of stories. He had a lot of stories, you know, and also our baseball great, Hank Aaron. I think he died yesterday or earlier today. Yeah, they claim that he had that COVID shot a couple weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? So what is that about? What is that about? Was it because he was 86 that he died, or was it because of the shot? Here's another thing I'm sick of. I'm sick of folks putting on brown makeup and acting like they're black. Stop it. It's called blackfishing. If you're not aware of it or familiar, I mentioned it before in another video I did. It's called blackfishing. And Khloe Kardashian and Kim and all of them made it popular, but a lot of chicks are doing it in the modeling world right now. And at first, Beyonce had these 2 Russian models on her website doing that, but she got, you know, really slammed for that. So she hopefully took them off. They put poison in the vaccines. The poison is the vaccine. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's dead animal. Like, isn't vaccines dead animal anyway? You know what I mean? Then they trying to push kids and teachers back in school. Like I'm in this wifey group, and the mom was saying one of the kids in her kid's class tested positive for corona. So now she got to go get her kid tested, and another kid got tested positive. Like, it's pretty obvious what they're doing, but a lot of us is just trying to still put our heads in the sand. And you know, everybody rocking pearls and Chucks. Okay, first of all, I just want to say I've been rocking Chucks since 1990, never stopped, but that's another story. Pearls, do you know where pearls, the thought of where pearls come from? Y'all jumping up, putting on pearls. Do y'all know what the symbolism of pearls is about? Do you even care? Well, pearls, you know, white men started putting pearls on their women to represent sperm. You know, it's like a, you know, sperm. The pearls represented sperm around the woman's neck. Just so you know, just y'all going around rocking stuff, better know what you're rocking. Pearls and Chucks, yeah, Chucks is representative hip hop, and I like that. And if you want to rock Chucks, that's cool. But you know, and you know, I'm not mad at her beauty, you know, this Kamala Harris chick. I'm not mad at her beauty being up in there, you know, but don't get caught up in that. All right, just it's face value. Okay. Malcolm X's sister used to say, Black folks show love a lot of symbolism without substance. Okay, and that's seeming true. Like, yeah, symbolically, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? You know, just like Obama, it was nice looking at them. You know, it was nice looking at that beautiful, handsome brother and that big booty motions, you know, lotion wearing sister in the office. You feel me? But you know, don't get it twisted. But you know, sorority and fraternity folks, anyway. Like, I know I'm gonna piss a lot of my college friends off, but I pissed them off in college. So what's the difference? Basically, just people who would even join Black Greek sororities and fraternities, they have a certain mindset anyway. You know, hopefully by 50 something, you don't still have that mindset. But a lot of the homies, when I was in college, we all started out not in fraternities and sororities. And then at one point I was joining this one called Ptahhotep, which is supposed to be a Black African-based fraternity sorority. But I'm just not a cliquey type of chick. I just really like bouncing around and being in a bunch of different groups and stuff. And that's my issue. But you know, I am the awkward Black girl. You can see it, right? I'm showing you my Pippi Longstocking. My husband said when he was a kid, he thought Pippi Longstocking was kind of sexy. And he thought, he wanted to break her off and all that. So I kind of was like, let me, Tommy, Annika, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we role playing around this mug. We role playing. But anyways, no, I'm like a human Pippi Longstocking. Anyways, where was we? Where were we? I have no, I didn't even talk about my politics. It's so sensitive because, even me making jokes, like the way I'm doing Koala Harris is to make it non-Democrat and non-Republican. It's really just about her as a human being and just being a panderer. I don't like panderers. Ptahhotep, then I know your cousin. I was one of the original people on the online with Ptahhotep on the first line. Yeah, fraternities aren't stupid. But Ptahhotep was the bomb. If it wasn't for Ptahhotep, I found out about Frances Cress Welsing through Ptahhotep. I really should have I was only like 2 days from crossing. I really wish I would have just stayed with Ptahhotep. They were the bomb. And I felt annoyed after because everybody was doing their little stepping stuff and I wasn't in it and I was annoyed. But, and no diss to all my Black Greek fraternities out there, for real. I know that at the time we did that because we felt like we was trying to equate ourselves back in the early 1900s on these HBCU campuses. I get it. I know the history, but I've also had a bunch of roommates, right? I've had a bunch of roommates, and every single one of my roommates at one point or another, except for like a couple of them, joined them. And I would see the homegirls beat up. I would see them come home with bruises. One time, one line, the girl drowned in the ocean. Okay. Spit on them, beat up on them, fart in their face. I remember the one homegirl was telling me they had to put an egg in a cup and had to put their mouth and spit and drink in the cup. I was abused as a child. I'm sorry to put my mom on Front Street. I wasn't about to be joining fraternities and all that because I just couldn't deal with that abuse. And then a lot of the homegirls would tell me after they crossed, they didn't even want to hang out with the homegirls because they put them through so much. Like, I'm not trying to hang out with you after you dehumanize me. I know they say that's part of it and it's the sands and the bonds you. And then I had seen a bunch of the homegirls sleeping with a bunch of the homegirls' boyfriends, and they were supposed to be, those were the Deltas. No, shout out to the Deltas. I actually liked the Deltas because they were about their business. I'm not even gonna blow up which one it was, but it was just a whole bunch of girls sleeping with each other's boyfriends and all that. And I just was like, I don't need to join and pay money to do all that. I can have more fun with my roommates. And that's what I did. And I was in part of the poetry thing, at Long Beach State. And, they used to call me Freddie, like the girl from a different world, because I was really into super baggy. Like I would wear 4X and 3X and all that. And same Afrocentric stuff. And pretty much, I'm the same, dude. I'm like the same chick. I haven't changed that much. If you've noticed, like if you know me, I'm the same. I still wear Chucks. And I like to dress up. And then sometimes I wear weave. And, I just do different things, Oh, and for the record, just for the fucking record, okay, I'm going to let you know what this shit is, because I know people be like, what is this on their lip? Okay, so in like 1999, I went with my homeboys, Lennox and all of his brothers. It was about five dudes and me. I'm a tomboy, okay? We were all riding bikes up to Venice to go watch The Matrix. And on our way back, I was singing to myself. I was at the end. They should have waited for me. I was the only girl. And so I still don't really know what happened because I blanked out, but I crashed into this little blonde chick who was on rollerblades. I don't know what happened, but it busted my lip. Okay. My lip split in half and then my teeth went flat in my mouth and these teeth were flat and I was all kind of messed up. And Michael Collier, I called him and he gave me really good advice. He's a comedian, And then my friend Aaron Spears, he's on Bold and the Beautiful now. Shout out Aaron Spears and his wife Estella. Love y'all. They the ones that gave me $1,000 because I didn't have $1,000. I'm gonna just move to Arkansas. They were like, no, here's $1,000, and they let me get these ain't the same ones, but they had some teeth, and they wired my mouth shut for like 3 months, and because I broke my jaw too, I had a broken jaw and all that. Yeah, so that's what happened. I'm saying because this one stupid ass girl, man, when I was modeling, right, doing commercials, this stupid ass girl was like, oh, I thought it was a herpes. So just never ask me about that shit ever again in my life. It's a scar. Okay. When I'm money, when I'm rich, when I'm loot, when Saturday Night Live or Comedy Central pays me or hires me to do my Koala Harris, I will get my lip fixed. All right. And my teeth. But for now, it is what it is. I got British teeth. It is what it is. And yes, fraternities and sororities, they're just like gangs. They're gang banging on college campus, basically. They red, they blue, you know, and they got signs and symbols and dances, just like everybody else on the street. So there that go. Why did I mention that? Because some of my homegirls, that's AKA, now trying to be all funny acting with me because I do my Koala Harris and they pressing dislike on my little YouTubes and all that. And it's like, I didn't even go into the sorority part of her. I just went into the pandering part of her. Okay. And I still didn't really diss her, you know. I just kind of just brought light to that situation. But you know, I could go there. Okay, but then I know it's all these negresses, yes, and they're negresses. Okay, and I say that with the fact of using the term Negro because they really they don't be thinking, they just be followers, you know, and the types that join sororities are followers any damn way. Sorry, it's true. Some of you, unless you're a Delta, sorry. But and or Sigma Gamma Rho, although they pledge very hard. You've been dissing her. Yeah, I'm not even trying to really diss her. Like, I don't even know a whole lot about her. I just know that they say that she put a lot of Black men away in prison with her policies as Attorney General in San Francisco. And that makes me not cool on strength of that. And then she was just dissing Biden at the beginning of the whole thing. Everybody forgot that. Everybody forgot she was like, he's racist and he doesn't have good ideas for Black people. Now it's, oh, I love Joe. Joe, you're winning, Joe. I love you, Joe. Really? And then I'm supposed to be thankful, right? That the status that, okay, so here's what I'm hearing. This is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing I'm supposed to be thankful, right? Because she looks like me, right? Right. And oh, of course it's called politics. I know. Politics, political science. But I'm just saying, for that, these chicks is wearing pearls and chucks, and then you better not say nothing bad about that lady. That's what I'm talking about. Like, now you can't say nothing about her. You can't be critical at all because she's the first. And my thing is, the fact that she's the first is the fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be mad at me because I'm not just zombied out thinking she's our sacred saint. You know what I mean? Cunt Mala, you're not playing. You're not playing. All I say is watch how much they start dissing Black men even more. Okay, they're gonna really promote interracial relationships between Black women and white men even more, right? And I'm not mad at interracials. You do you. Okay, I'm not dissing that, so don't come at me with that. I'm just saying the propaganda is real. I've already seen a few Netflix movies where it's the questionably Black. You know, she looks Indian, but she's Black. You know, that actress, she's been getting a lot of work. And then she's playing, you know, versus the white love lead male interest. Okay, just peep it. Just watch. You'll see a lot more pearls, a lot more chucks. And I'm not mad at them promoting HBCUs. I'm not mad at that. That's cool. I mean, you know, go ahead. No, negresses are arrogant and conceited. Black women know who the fuck they are. I'm a Black woman. I'm not arrogant or conceited by saying that either, Steve. Okay. No, negresses. There is an actual mindset. One of my homies on the Instagram put Black women are arrogant and conceited. And I'm saying, no, it's them BET her type bitches. That's who you're talking about. Okay. You're talking about them WE TV, them bras that's like eyebrowed and weaved up, like not recognizing that the trans and the women look all the same now because they all got the same wigs, weaves, makeup, breast implants, butt implants, heels, fake nails. I mean, teeth. Yeah, I'm gonna get my teeth. I gotta chew, okay. But all that other shit is like, knock it off. It's insulting, you know. Like if we did really just go back into our natural hair situation, go into realms they ain't going. You ain't seeing like I don't want to, can I even call them trans? The dress up men. What do you want to call them? Whatever. Men that dress up like women. Okay. I'm not supposed to say that anymore. Whatever. Okay, whatever. That's what it is. It's men dressed like women. If you still have a penis and you dress like a man, That's what that is. I mean, dress like a woman, okay? And then women, you know, Black women need to lighten up. Well, I don't know about that because look, I think that women and like I notice men take a lot of time to tell us what we need to be fixing, but I damn sure see a lot of stuff y'all need to be fixing that y'all ain't addressing. So let's focus on that. Like brothers don't even check other brothers, okay? But y'all want to all be in our face, always telling us what we need to be fixing. I'm clear on what we need to be fixing, and sisters need to be addressing that with other sisters, okay? And brothers need to be addressing all of that. Like I'm talking about brothers and you without violence all the dang on time, you know. Black women need to lighten up. I think Black women are confused as hell right now, and I think negresses are the ones that run the industry, and that's why we're confused. And most of these negresses have self-centered interests, and they definitely don't represent for real like the balanced Black woman. Period. They're the same ones that run Essence magazine. No, I know I'm probably not going to be in one of those magazines because I'm saying these things, but whatever. It's a fact. It's like, you know, anything that's natural, just like I say in that song, Are Beautiful, anything that's natural is considered outdated. Hair, eyes, right? Everybody's wearing fake eyes, clothes, food, the Franken food. And you, the Black man, they're trying to make you obsolete. So while y'all out here wasting time talking about what we Black women need to be fixing, you quickly need to be fixing yourselves and addressing all the other brothers that need to be fixing themselves. Okay. Look at the propaganda. I've been talking about it for 20 years. Okay. 20 years. I've been telling 20 something years. Okay. Been saying the same thing. First, I was saying Master P and all them got paid a whole lot of money. I'm good, brother. I'm working it through. I'm just venting. Master P, right, and his whole little crew. First, they was the ones really promoting that saggy pants stuff, right? Like the real saggy pants stuff. And I really talked about this with my students starting in like 1998. And I was like, see, they're getting y'all the uniform. Once you got the uniform, then you get pulled over and they can say you're wearing the uniform. That's why we messing with you. You're wearing the saggy pants and the shirt. Thank you, brother. And everything's just out of whack, okay? And then they try to make you like you the bad guy because you're telling it like it is, like the real, you know what I mean? And because I'm wearing my hair natural, I'm tripping, right? Because I'm wearing glasses, not contacts or fucking colored eyes, because I don't pencil in my eyes today, you know what I mean? Because I'm not wearing lipstick. I'm just like, I'm more on the anti of that BS thing. Black women need to be more benevolent. I think Black women have done enough, brother. I think brothers need to focus on what brothers need to do. Like for real, we've been benevolent. You know, you say we ain't loyal, we be loyal. We get with brothers that make less money than us, then y'all always jealous or mad, or you can't deal with it. You can't deal with the fact that your woman makes more money. You know, we can't win for losing. And then, you know, women with my cut, I got 4C. You see these West Africa crinkles cracking right here? This West Africa right here, baby. Mixed with some Native American and some Irish about 4 generations back. All right. This is Africa, India, Indian, Irish. What else? All of that. This is it. Boom. Okay. And you know what? If motherfucking love and hip hop, not to me, what's not to you? They're not benevolent to you. Well, you know what? You're an excellent person. Okay. My friend Steve, he's on Instagram and he's saying not to him. He always having women problems. But I'd be like, yo, the type of chicks you be trying to get, man, you don't be trying to get with the chicks that be trying to get with you. All right. You be trying to get with chicks that's not necessarily in what they would call your league. Toddler hair, not baby hair. And then that whole busted challenge is like, what really disappointed me with the busted challenge, what really concluded it for me was when the little girl from Chloe and Halle was doing the busted. And I'm like, you are on the little TV shows represented for teenagers, little girl, and you out here busting it. And I'm like, you should have bust a book open. That would have impressed me. Like she came out with the little shower cap and was busted. And if we would have dunked down and had like an algebra book or something, I would have been fucking proud. You know, I would have been happy. I would have been like, go ahead, girl. Go ahead, Beyonce, for promoting that. Okay. You know, Beyonce's their like manager or something, right? I'm sure she wasn't pleased with this little girl doing that busted challenge. That was so lame to me. and all these little thotty types going on there busting it. You know, it's just lame. And then the baby hair, yeah, the baby hair comes because, again, everybody's disposable wearing, like the disposable wig, the contacts, the nails, the fake lipstick, and then the tan skin color. Chloe and Halle are grown, but they're still like adolescent though. You know what I mean? They're like early 19-ish, 20, 21. Yeah, they're grown, but they still represent for the younger women. Okay. Like my daughter is 16 and she kind of looks up to them and I don't appreciate. Are you leaving, Jeanette? No. No. Hey, listen, do you ever go on those podcasts late at night on YouTube? I'm chilling with them on YouTube, man. Like 3 a.m. sometimes. They're really cool. Anyway, yeah, man, I'm just like, well, good night, sister. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you on here and thank you. But I just, you know, we gotta step our shit up. Like on the one end, I am annoyed with the pearls and chucks, but if I had to choose between the pearls and chucks and the thought, I'm really with the I don't know. I guess pearls and chucks. You know what I mean? But yeah, they are grown. I know, Steve. I know. Good grief. But still, they, you know, young women gonna do what they see. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't agree with that anymore. Young women gonna do what they do. That's true. However, did you see how that girl got beat up in front of the liquor store? Did you see that? Did you see that footage? In Harlem, the sister was in the liquor store and she was going to get her a bottle of wine and dude was like, I'll pay for it. And then she was like, nah, I'm cool, thanks. And then they were like beating her up and one dude hit her in the forehead. Did you see it? You hear about that back in New York? See, this is called overexposure. We've been way too much naked in all these videos. We've been way too much busted challenging. We've been way too much naked in front of these motherfuckers. We've been way too footloose and fancy free, doing too much. You know, people can't handle it. My homegirl, I remember, I'm not gonna say her name, but she told me she went to Europe and she was in Spain. She went to Turkey and Spain. She said she got chased down the street. She got chased down the street by men pinching her ass, talking about, you're in America, America, America. Why? Because all the music videos from America, they show the black women with the booties and the shaking. They think all black women are prostitutes, right? She told me they think black American women are prostitutes based on the videos. Don't shame the victim. I'm going to shame. At a certain point, you make a choice. You ain't the victim no more. That's all psychological bullshit. Okay. And you ain't no goddamn victim. You decide to put your panties on and bust it in front of a video camera. No, you are choosing to pour out. And I'm sick of you women representing us like that. It's dangerous. And then you guys, you know, y'all feed into it. You know, you don't you my daughter, like T.I., hypocritical ass. Oh, no, not my daughter. I don't want my daughter showing her ass and titties. But he always on somebody else's ass and titties. You know what I mean? You know, like think about how you want your own daughters, nieces, nephews, your daughters, your sisters, your mother's representative. I mean, you've heard us say it for many years. That sister at the store in Harlem, yeah, that's whack. What I mean is, it's just like, listen, black men ain't gonna get no type of respect in life until they learn to honor and respect black women, and that's just it. And then black women have to honor and respect themselves, and black men have to honor and respect themselves. And black men ain't really doing that too tough either. At least it's not looking like it on camera. I know there's a lot of propaganda going out there, purposely trying to make brothers look bad and sisters, because we know we ain't all like that. We know every black man is not a deadbeat. We know every black man ain't out there selling dope. We know every black man is out there beating their women. We know every black man ain't out there just acting like a heathenist dog. But that's the propaganda. And they've been doing it real tough since the 90s. Remember, Ricky Lake admitted that she was a Fed. Remember that? Remember she said she was working for the CIA and she purposely was doing her show to propagandize black men. Do you remember that? She was on 2020 and she admitted, I ain't work for the CIA. You know, they offered me. Yeah. So think about it. All those talk show motherfuckers that was doing all that propaganda, promoting that homosexuality to our children. Remember from around 1995 or so, you know, you watch those little shows and your little 5-year-olds and your babies are watching those shows. What's wrong with being gay? What's wrong with that? What's wrong? Remember Ricky Lake? What's wrong with that? For 20 years, a whole generation, right? What's wrong? What's wrong? Right? So now we got first and second graders confused as hell thinking they gay. The third graders, fifth graders, middle school, all of them just brand new day, brand new day. Like, really? Really? Now, we've all had a couple cousins here and there throughout the years, okay? We all know that, but it's just kind of like extra now, okay? And I think of it just like, you know, when Michael Jackson had the glove and everybody wanted a goddamn Michael Jackson glove or Michael Jackson jacket. It's the same thing, okay? And everybody acting ass obsessed, like everybody ass obsessed, right? Like, what makes a difference between a man and a woman? Not much now. Do is follow Righteous Propaganda on your Instagram. Oh, I will. I've never heard of them. I'll check them out. All I know is, you know, women want to complain and want to act like they're feminist and all this and act like they want all this freedom and they don't want man telling them what to do and all this. But they acting like straight harlots and hoes. And yes, there's always been a small group of people in this society as the harlots and the hoes, and they have their place too. I'm not dissing prostitutes who choose to like decide they want to have sex and get paid. Sounds like a fun job for some people, maybe. But for those who don't, who think that that's exploitive, who don't want to do that, I say let's move toward helping those types not have to get into that situation. All right. Yeah, I am coming off mad preachy, but I'm sick of all this crap going on and nobody's saying nothing. Everybody just rolling along like everything's all good and everything ain't all good, you know? And then brothers want to tell women not to pay the concept of righteous propaganda. Ashe. That's right, Steve. You got it. That's true. That's real. I'm just fed up. I'm just fed up. Like at first, you know, when the enslaved Africans were first freed, you know, they ran to the church, you know, because a lot of women, me and my husband was talking about this the other day. A lot of women, you know, had babies during enslavement that were taken away or they were raped. You know, they didn't have the choice to, you know, protect their bodies. So when enslavement was over, a lot of women went into the church and where the term comes from being reborn. You know, you've heard in the Christian community, they talk about being reborn. Well, that comes from when the Black women started going to the church, they would pray for forgiveness for having to have had, you know, sex without their choice. And they were allowed to be re-virgin, you know, be a virgin again. And why did I mention that? I mentioned that because look how far we've gone. You know, we've come a long way. We really have. And it's just unfortunate. Like, I'm not into extremes, right? I'm not into like, it's really about what you choose to do. I just wish we choose better. That's all. And then they don't give you a lot of choice. You know, the choices between, like if they say, we give you the choice between Cocoa Puffs and Rice Krispies, that's not much of a choice. You know, if I had to choose between being WAP or coming off like some hijabbed, face covered nun type Muslim, whatever, I don't want that either. You know, I just want to be able to do this, you know, or I want women to have enough wisdom to know that it's not necessarily appropriate to always have your tongue out. You know, like everything's an ow now, like everything is a tongue out, you know, everything. I'm just venting, I guess. I'm just really venting, you know, because I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired of everybody praising evil and evil being considered good and good being evil. And it's like, when is this dream/nightmare going to be over? You know, aren't y'all thinking the same thing? Doesn't it seem like some long, just really, really long nightmare? Doesn't it seem bizarre? Everything, right? Everything is just turned up 1,000 degrees and 1,000%. Don't you see that? I know I can't be the only one. I can't be. What's up? You know? And while we're out here, I hope everybody's supporting and promoting each other, you know? You know, I got some music out there. People try to act like I'm not a part of the LA Underground. I've been a part of the LA Underground since 1993. And poetry before that. And I was doing multiple scenes. Megan is a boss in complete control of her future. Megan controls nothing of her. Okay, Megan controls nothing of her. And did y'all ever ask where that Busted song really was? That Busted song is clowning Megan. Megan is gorgeous, and I'm glad you think she's beautiful. But what I mean is, the bitch is saying, bust it, bust it, bust it. You know what a bust it is? 2 times, bust it. How many times did Megan get shot? 2 times, bust it. Who shot? Bust it. Did you hear the lyrics? Do you know who Erica Banks is? Erica Banks is the chick who replaced Megan when Megan broke her contract with them dudes down in Houston. They went and got another chick that looked kind of like Megan, dressed just like Megan, and got this song, Bust It, Bust It. She clowning. That song, Bust It, is clowning Megan Thee Stallion, okay? Hubs, good night. No, I want to go to bed with him. Yeah, let's go to bed. What time is it? Oh, it's 12. You said, nah, I'm not in agreement with it, but just understand that's what that song is about. Erica's clowning. And they mad because Megan broke her contract. She broke her contract. But, you know, that's part of capitalism. That's part of business. I mean, she was with a little small company. They had a lot of money, though. They really invested a lot of money in Megan. But she was like, Jay-Z and Beyonce want to sign me. I'm getting with Beyonce and Jay-Z. So she had to take it. And then they just so cutthroat. They was like, we got lawyers. We'll help you out. So she just took her country ass on over there and broke that contract with them. And that made the dude mad. So he went on and got an Erica Banks. Bust it, bust it, bust it, bust it. Hit you, dun, dun. 2 shots, bust it. Go on, listen to that, Steve. Yeah, they clowning. I think my butt getting big, right? Okay, but she is beautiful. She is beautiful. What sister ain't beautiful though? Any sister who's not doing drugs, who takes care of herself relatively, is beautiful. Black American women are some of the most beautiful women in the world. It's just a fact. You can get any kind of Black American woman. You can get an exotic looking Black American woman. You can get you an OG African sister type. You can get the regular, beautiful, mixed all in Black girl like me. There's all kinds. She's gonna make her money, graduate school, and open senior care facilities. Yeah, I hope she does all of that. She seemed a bit messy. Like they were saying, she was messy. Like she was in between some things. Like she wasn't even sleeping with Tory Lanez at first. Her homegirl was sleeping with Tory Lanez. Then she started sleeping with Tory Lanez behind her homegirl's back. Then she gonna get mad because dudes start finger banging the little new face Kardashian broad, whatever fuck her name, in the hot tub. He started playing with her pussy in the hot tub, and she got mad. Which I don't blame her for getting mad. It was disrespectful. And that's what that was about. She was mad. And that's when it came out in the car that old girl found out that Megan was sleeping with Tory too. She didn't even know that the girl was sleeping with Tory. Tory was her dude. Okay. The girl's messy. And then the second mess she got into was between these city girls, the girl from City Girls and another girl. She had her on a song, and then she took her homegirl off the song and put the little other girl. It ain't nothing but a party. Okay. And then Nicki Minaj, right? Nicki Minaj, she's making the money. Not much this year, but she's making it still. She had to pay Tracy Chapman $450,000 recently because Tracy Chapman told her, I don't want you using my sample on your song, boo. And Nicki Minaj used it anyway, right? So Tracy Chapman sued her. And I guess Nicki was like, I don't care. I'd rather pay you after I've already used it. And that's what happened. So she had to pay $450,000 to be someone. You know, Tracy Chapman, fast cars. Remember when we was driving in your car? Remember her? Yeah, I never liked her. After I found out she was just from like LA or Oklahoma or somewhere. I thought she was from Africa, right? You know, she had that song, I want to be in it that I belong. I be someone. Remember? Okay, anyway. What was some other news? Okay, so I mentioned Dustin Diamond from Saved by the Bell has cancer. He has stage 4 cancer. I mentioned I'll Be Sure also has stage 4 cancer. I told y'all that, right? I'll Be Sure. What do y'all think about this craziness? Okay. Allegedly, all right, and this is a real heavy alleged. Tasha K. Now I know y'all may not like Tasha K. She may be funny style, whatever, but She claims that Lisa Ray molested the brat when she was 10 years old. Lisa Ray is about 7 years older than the brat. You know, they sisters, they always say they sisters. Come to find out they not really blood related. It's just that Lisa Ray daddy was cheating on Lisa Ray mama with the brat's mama. And the brat was just a little girl, you know, that, you know, was there. And so when Lisa Ray started coming around, she met the brat when she was like 10 years old. And allegedly, the brat's mom caught Lisa Ray in the bed with the brat and beat the mess out of her. Don't know if it's true, but that's what they say. I don't know. It's kind of sick if it's true. What else? I had a bunch of different things, but it all seems kind of irrelevant and stupid now because, you know, so much has happened since the last time I did a live. You know, the last live I did was kind of around Christmas time, and now we done had folks running up in the Capitol buildings. I don't even think it was, I don't know. I guess it was real, but it seemed like a drill to me. This is what about the Skreech tour hall. Yeah, Skreech, yeah. Sad. And then what's up with all these rich folks? Well, maybe not even rich, but these folks talking about their houses are getting broken into. Like Dr. Dre's house got broken into. Diddy's house got broken into. They've been breaking into people's houses in the hills. Well, all I know is I saw this video of the baby. I don't know. There's the baby and there's Lil Baby, I guess. There's two rappers named Baby, whatever. One of them, the one without the hair, he had a stack of money this big. He was counting on live. Why would you do that? Why would you count money on live and then wonder why you might get robbed? I mean, really, you're going to get robbed, homie. Like, especially now when they're messing up people unemployment checks and firing folks left and right. Y'all better stop counting money, you know. And personally, I wouldn't even be driving my fancy cars right now. Stop playing, you know. People about to start really robbing these famous and rich people if y'all start being a little more modest. You know, this ain't the time to keep acting flossy and acting like you got it going on. You know, and especially it's like in the face of all these other people, and you're gonna sit around and act like you got all this money. Wow, how stupid are you? And then you want to act like, oh, we got robbed. Well, yeah, and you probably get robbed some more. You know what I mean? You keep on showing off your little money. What else? What else is going on? I had a whole bunch of stuff, but what else? Yeah, I don't care about Blueface. I don't care. You know, some stuff I just don't care about anymore. Okay, so what about this? People are tripping because Lil Wayne got a pardon from Trump, you know, and so did that Kodak Black dude. Well, you know, I don't wish prison or jail on nobody. Oh, which song? Which song, Steve? Oh, the one this or that, this, that. Oh, I hope that's what you're talking about. And thank you. I want to work on a bunch of new music. If you have any music, Steve, you know I always prefer to work with you. I want to work with you. I want you to bring some music forth, brother. I'm trying to get out this classroom for real. But oh, so yeah, I am on this new song called This That, and it's really dope. It's with St. Louis Gibber, and I really like it. And it's with my husband also, Volume 10. See, I wanted to be on the track because Volume 10 is dope. And he played this track for me when he after he recorded, and I was like, that is ridiculous. And so he was like, do you want to get on there? And I was like, yeah. So then, you know, I was kind of in battle mode, not battle, because, you know, I'm not really battling my husband. But one time when we was mad at each other, we did do a battle argument. That was kind of fun. That was kind of fun. But, you know, you are a music savant. I know that. And can you put the name of your page on here again? But I'm on a playlist for you. This, that, St. Louis Gibber. And this dude, St. Louis Gibber, is ridiculously brilliant. Like, I mean, he's so amazing. Like, he's really dope. He's so dope. I mean, that dude can move his mouth so fast.